Hi, I'm Laura Veltman. I'm the program director at California Baptist University's Master of Arts in English, and I'm so glad that you're looking into attending our program. At CBU, we have a wonderful program with 4 concentrations in literature, English pedagogy, TESOL, or the teaching of English to speakers of other languages, and starting in fall 2020, a new concentration in digital literary studies. We have wonderful faculty, all of whom are believing Christians. We have small class size and a great student body. We love our students. In fact, we love them so much, and they love our program so much, that I thought I'd let you hear from them about why you should come to CBU.
I chose Cal Baptist for 2 reasons primarily. The first was that I wanted a program that was reputable. And second, I also wanted one that was grounded in a biblical worldview. The wonderful thing really about this program is that even though it is founded on biblical principles, the students and the professors view and analyze works of literature through a variety of theoretical lenses, which of course is not only critical to healthy scholarship, but it also enables one to understand authors, empathize with them, and also the narratives they create.
I chose the MA program at California Baptist University because I had graduated there with my BA and I loved the school, its values, and its professors.
I chose Cal Baptist because it is a phenomenal school. I went to Cal Baptist for my bachelor's degree and graduated in 2007 with my bachelor's in English. And because of my experience at Cal Baptist, when it was time for me to choose a school to go to for my master's degree, the first school I thought of was California Baptist University. My experience there was phenomenal. My experience for my master's was phenomenal. The professors are incredibly well versed, well learned, and just incredible educators. And it's probably the best school I've ever attended.
If you are interested in being a writer, a teacher, a mentor for new teachers, if you are just really curious about not just the global perspective, but also the Christian perspective, this is a great place for you to have deep conversations that will develop you intellectually and get you ready for deeper conversations in the world.
Anyone interested in literature and language and diving into how these function in our world should consider getting an MA in English from CBU.
I think the simple answer to this question would be obviously an English or a literature major. Of course, anyone whose talents might fall under that general umbrella. Creative writers, journalists, language majors. But quite honestly, I think anybody with expertise in the humanities, philosophy, communications, theology, to name a few, I think anyone really who has a deep love of reading and writing and wants to increase their knowledge base and essentially their scholarship. I think the MA in English can be a door to a variety of opportunities. Teaching at the university level, perhaps the most obvious, with a clear path to the doctoral degree for those who wanted to pursue a full-time teaching career. But I think in a world where literacy skills never go out of style, the MA in English would definitely open up many doors of career opportunities.
If you're looking for a master's in English, it would be the person that, number one, loves to read, loves to write. I personally am a teacher. I teach English, and um, if you're looking to master your craft, I believe that it's better to get the master's in English, so that you can learn more and able to enable you to become a better teacher.
I chose the concentration of literature in the MA program because I love stories and I love looking at how stories comment on the world around us and how they function within our world.
I'm getting a master's in English with a concentration in pedagogy. And I chose that because I am a teacher, teach high school, and I've been teaching for 13 years now, and I wanted that concentration to be on the teaching aspect um, in English in order, once again, to master my craft.
I chose literature as a concentration, and not just because I taught high school students, but also because I've always been incredibly fascinated by people's story and each individual's personal journey. So, sitting down with my classmates and being led by our powerful professors really gave me an opportunity to delve deeply into the human experience.
While every concentration has its merits, I chose literature in particular, simply because I have a fascination for books, their stories, characters, themes, and the authors who create them. And because I love to write, I am also very interested not just in the content of books, but in the author's language, literary style, and technique. In essence, the way the author tells his or her story. Additionally, since I wanted to teach at the university level, for me, this was the right decision in terms of concentration.
Hands down the relationships that I've formed while in this program. I did not expect to walk away with lifelong friendships. That's exactly what I've walked away with. That is a direct result of the community that is fostered here at CBU.
My favorite part of the Masters in English program at Cal Baptist has to be the professors. They're a mix of funny, a little quirky at times, incredibly humorous, compassionate, knowledgeable, and just beautiful people. So spending time on that campus, that amazing, incredibly warm and energetic campus with those beautiful faculty members just made a great difference to the learning experience.
My favorite part of the MA in English program at CBU was being challenged by the professors and my fellow students to become the best writer and thinker I possibly could be.
Although my experience with the MA in English at CBU was a genuine pleasure in pretty much every respect, I think my favorite part was probably sitting under the leadership of the professors. Very knowledgeable, very competent. Their expertise and personal touch is really what I remember the most. And the professors in this program have doctorates. They all have doctorates from reputable universities and are experts in all of their respective fields. I found myself consistently challenged to think deeply and critically about literature, for one. And then I think the second thing is probably that I saw my writing skills being honed from the start of the program to the finish of the program. When I was working on my thesis, I could see a significant difference in my writing.
My favorite part of the Masters in English program was meeting with my professors and the cohorts, and the books that we were able to read, the discussions we were able to have, the conversations we were able to have as well. Also, most of my professors prayed before we started class and after, and that made a big difference, not only in my education, but in my prayer life and with anything that was going on with my life.
I graduated with my MA in English from CBU in 2011, and now I teach English both at the high school and college levels, and I also am a creative writer.
While there are many ways to utilize a master's in English, I knew before I graduated that I wanted to teach college English, and that's exactly what I'm doing. The month after I graduated, I was in the classroom teaching students how to write, and that's because CBU hired me as an adjunct professor of English while I was in the final stages of earning my degree. I'm so grateful to CBU for giving me the opportunity to begin my career as a professor here at this university.
Clearly, our students love their experience in the MA in English program at Cal Baptist. From your days taking classes in the James Building to your many hours of studying in the Annie Gabriel Library, until finally, at the end of your 2-year journey, we hood you a newly minted Master of Arts in English. You're going to have a remarkable journey. You will make lifelong friends. You will be mentored by kind and generous faculty members, all of whom will seek to integrate faith and learning and help you hone your research, writing, and teaching abilities. You will ask big questions, and no matter what your concentration, you will emerge from our program with workplace-ready skills that enable you to go out and be a transformer to a world desperately in need of stories, of redemption, of care about words, about language that matters. And you'll do it on a beautiful campus to boot. If you have any additional questions, please contact me or Graduate Admissions. We'd be delighted to answer them, and we'd love to have you join our program at CBU.
So I think if you're interested in a program with extremely qualified professors who will mentor you with kindness, then this is the program for you.